Before I get started with this story, let me give a shout out to Craig who sent me this story on Twitter. And this story is taking place across the pond. We are heading to London this time, where, of course, we know Dub S is global. And what happens here can happen pretty much anywhere. So in this picture, we have a woman by the name of Janika Frimpong. And she's 25 years of age, and she recently quit her job because she caught two of her PC coworkers or colleagues basically talking crap about the way black people smell. And at first I'm saying to myself, why would she just end up quitting after she caught them and she had no evidence of them actually saying it? Like, she wouldn't have like no strong case if she wanted to build something against them. But she was smart. She actually had her phone recording their conversation, and actually the article that I'm going to read from actually has a piece of that recording in which they made those comments. But I'm going to read the article first and then play the audio, because I think the audio for this, for what she recorded, is at the end of this article. But I'm going to go ahead and read this, and it is coming from Black Enterprise. A black woman resigned from her role at Legal & General in London after she recently recorded two colleagues making racist comments about her, including that she has a smell about her and that black people don't wash their hair. For 25-year-old Janika Frimpong, her resignation was a choice of resilience, having experienced multiple occasions of racism and bullying. On January 6th, she tweeted, "No workplace should ruin your mental health." The two women, unaware that Frimpong had left her phone on record while in the restroom, talked about a strong smell that Frimpong allegedly acquired. In the minute-long section of the tape, it can be heard in the conversation, the woman listing the possible smell as a mix of lotion or cocoa butter with hair gel. One woman went as far as to say, black people don't wash their hair. After posting the appalling excerpt of the tape on Twitter, the incident became a public call to action. She said, "I didn't want to have to bring this to Twitter. However, I felt there was no other way to show everyone the racists and bullies at LandG_group," that's the Twitter account, "employed to represent them. I felt forced to quit my job with them today after I experienced racism and bullying on multiple occasions. Legal & General and facilities firm Mighty is spelled MITIE, which employed Frimpong, as well as the two women making the racist comments, have both launched internal investigations into the incident. We are upset and sad to hear about your experience," the insurance giant tweeted in a response to the original tweet. "The allegations are appalling and are not reflective of us or our culture. We have an internal investigation underway to identify all individuals concerned, and we will do all we can to make sure this doesn't happen again." The company added, "We have a zero-tolerance approach to bullying, racism, and racial discrimination. While the allegation has been raised by an employee of a third party, we expect the same standards of our behavior from them as we would our own employees." In a statement provided to Mail Online, Mighty said, "As a business that is committed to ensuring a company culture where every colleague can bring their true self to work, we were very concerned to hear about this incident. There is no place for racism, bullying, or discrimination in our business. An investigation into this incident is already underway." Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to play the audio, and then I'm going to give my take on it after that.
Do you feel like, I don't want to be rude, but she has a smell about her?
Yeah.
Like a fried oil smell.
I don't know.
Is it just me? That's stressing me out.
It is a strong smell. I don't know if it's oil.
Oh, it's like a lotion.
Could be cocoa butter.
Like black people have a smell about them.
Maybe we're talking about cocoa butter. Maybe it's that mixed with
Something else. Hair gel or something.
Oh yeah, maybe yeah.
No, it's strong. Stress me out. No, some people smell clean and fresh.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
There's something else. She's not here though. She went to toilet or something.
But you know black girls, they don't wash their hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all heard it right then. Sorry if it sounded kind of faded. It's because, of the acoustics in the room. It's not like they were in a silent room when they said it, and it's not like they were trying to talk all loud, but that's basically what you heard. But so basically what you heard in the audio is he said that, well, the obvious one at the end was black people or black women or black girls don't wash their hair, that we have a odor about ourselves. It's like an oily smell. And they said cocoa butter and all types of other things about how we smell. It's funny that they're saying that, considering I did a couple of videos last year about a couple of PC, or a few PC celebrities who claim that they do not bathe every single day. At least black people want to and like to be clean. But see, that's their Neanderthalic Caucasus Mountain ancestrals spewing out of them. It's coming out of their pores with what they're saying. And I'm glad that this woman actually went ahead and recorded this, because she said this has happened on multiple occasions, but this time she was prepared. So they can't even say that this is alleged racism. It is at this, like I said, it's not at this point, it's not even alleged. She has it on recording of what these two individuals were saying about not only, with black people and us having a smell about ourselves. Like there's one, they make it seem like black people all smell the same, like we all have one odor. That is far from true. We do not all smell the same. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they do, but see, the thing is, a lot of them are probably used to a certain smell, which is, but a lot of them are also used to a certain tasting of their food, which is a lot of times uncooked and unseasoned. But when it comes to us, it's something foul or something to be turned away from or turned off from. But I'm glad that this woman right here actually had a recording, so she has her proof and she has her evidence of what they were saying before she decided to end up leaving her job. Now, hopefully this can go further for her, and hopefully the two women that said this can actually be fired from their job for basically practice, for discriminatory practices. Talking about black people have a smell about themselves. That's interesting, coming from them, coming from people such as themselves. That's funny to me. But it doesn't surprise me. And like I said, this happened across the pond. This was not here in the States. This happened overseas. So when people think that WS is just conducive to America, just know that is far from true. It happens across the pond, which makes me even more disappointed that you have a lot of people, a lot of black people who are in the diaspora, who are not American born, who have this ill will towards us. Because as you can see, what happened with this woman overseas could definitely happen to anybody here in the States. How many times have we heard different discriminatory practices on the job with black people, especially when it comes to the hair thing? That not only just on the job, but also in the schools. So it's not far-fetched by any measure. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. One thing, though, that probably could hurt this woman's case is that people are going to try to claim, and I already saw it in the comment section, is asking, why was she recording a private conversation? Why didn't she just go straight to HR with it? And then why did she take it and put it out there on the internet? That's going to be the only hurdle I think that she's going to have. Even though the conversation that they were having, even though that was amongst each other, they were definitely on the work site when they had it. It's not like she was recording them in their home, or she bugged their house or their apartment or wherever they were at to get this kind of conversation recorded for proof. But they're going to try it. Like I said, I'm looking at the comments right now, and that's pretty much what a lot of the people are saying. But it doesn't surprise me, because I'm sure most of them are PC anyway. After all, this is coming from the Daily Mail, and the Daily Mail, I think, is a UK based publication anyway. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that part right there. Do you think that she's going to have a tougher case because they're going to try to claim that why was she recording a private conversation? Or do you think that she might have a good case regardless?